I did more estate sailing today. I went to the sale because there was a couple cars I wanted to go look at. In particular, there was a 68 Barracuda. It was a pretty nice car, but it was disassembled. And I thought, well, maybe that would make a nice project. I had a rebuilt 340 sitting there for it, and the steering column was missing. The radiator and AC compressor and stuff was on a bench. Hopefully nobody bought that, but the Barracuda sold within a short time of the estate sale opening. I don't wait in line at sales, so yeah, I just can't be bothered. There's nothing I need that badly. But the Barracuda sold right away, and I think it sold a little over 20,000, and I think that was a pretty good deal for it. And I'll put some. I got photos of the Barracuda here that I'll put in the video. And also there was a 69 Fury Sport. It had I think it's the Y code, the 383 4 barrel. It was a loaded car. It was a convertible. And I'll put photos of that in here too. It had power windows, power seat, cruise, tilt, AC. It ran and drove and stopped. It had, like I say, the 383, and the brakes did work, but it needed a complete interior redo, which, I could do. The door panels were probably salvageable. Some of the seats, but, trying to match vinyl and stuff. So it needed reupholstering and new carpet and stuff. It needed the top. The top was there with it. It was definitely not a complete car. It was missing some of the wheel well house trim on the driver's side and some little pieces of molding here and there. He said, the guy there at the sale said that there was some of the trim for the car was in the car, but I didn't see it, and I went through the trunk, and it was solid. I mean, the floors were solid, the trunks was solid. It wasn't a welded up, patched up Bondo buggy. It was a solid car. So before I went to the sale, I did some research, see about what 69 Furies convertible would sell for, and I couldn't find anything. And I found a few Fords and a few Chevys of that era. But, they tend to be a little more popular than the big Plymouth Furies. And it's a super neat car. But the family's minimum accepted offer they would accept on the car was 10 grand, which is 5 grand more than what I'd be willing to pay for the car. The window sticker was there from the dealership it sold new from. The sales receipt from when it sold new was there. All the paperwork from new was there. And the car was $3,523.40 brand new. So $3,523.40 brand new. So I told them, well, that's my offer on the car, is what it cost when it was brand new. But yeah, there would be no money left for me. There's no way I'm going to pay 10 grand for a car that's worth 12 or 13 when it's done, or maybe 15. I'd have 5 or 8 into it. Needed some chrome work. Some of the chrome was pitted. Door handles, bumpers needed plating. The grill had some bends in it, so it needed a little tweaking here and there. I could take care of that. And it had one dent in the right front fender, a good sized dent. It looked like a golf ball smoked it. So, I'd have to pound that out. But the body and paint needed the paint was good, the body was good. In the door jambs, it needed a lot of work. Doors didn't open and close very well. It still needed a lot of work. I thought I'd just throw the pictures of the car in here. You can see kind of, if you look carefully at the fender, you can see the dent. You can pause the video to look at the photos longer. You can see trim missing on the bottom and on the trunk lid. There you can see the molding above the taillights on the quarters where it's missing on the trunk lid. The new top, the seats which are torn, the dash has a crack in it. I think the crack shows up in that there. That's a 68 Barracuda. And that car would have been a deal even at 20 grand for what those are worth when they're done up. But you can see the cross members rusty. The transmission input shaft was rusty. That's the 340. Was it rebuilt properly? some of the parts. I couldn't find the steering column for the car anyway. I did buy some stuff from the sale, so let me go through and see what I got. I paid $5 for this bag of stuff here, and I noticed there were some things in there I would like, so I bought it. I'll turn the light on. Hopefully that'll... Brand new HB4 headlight, which I don't know, but this was in there, and there's actually more of those in there, but these things are hard to find, these long ones. But anyway, I mainly went after it for the lamps, but seeing it has a lot of these valve stem things, I had to go chasing one down. See how they're different lengths there? These really long ones here are getting hard to find. These are the shorter ones. And fuses, 25 amp. Looks like I can't see it, number on it. T. Yeah, it's got a 4-digit number, it's just not legible. I'm going to just kind of carefully... There we go. And then I can put things where they belong in my various drawers. Like I have a drawer just valve cores, like these things, you know. And there's $5 just 2 valve cores is $5 at the auto parts store. I don't use these kind of things ever, so I'll just maybe throw them in a drawer somewhere. We'll sort everything out, and then I'll turn the camera back on so you can see what all I got here. There is everything sorted out. These fuses are the newer plastic type, and I don't have a lot of those, so those are the mini fuses. More mini fuses. These ones are 10 amp, 30, 30, 20 amp. Actually, it says 25 amp on that, on all those fuses, so those are 25 amp. These are 20 amp, these are 20, 10, 15, the extractors, all these, whole ton of valve cores there. These ends with the little thing to take the valve core out, which I usually thread onto one of these, and then I can use it as a tool. This here is for a grease gun, for greasing, getting grease into things. It's a little hollow like pin. I don't know if that shows up there or not, but yeah, that. Then it's got a grease fitting on that end. So that's kind of a dandy thing to have. And all these bulbs, that's a 1445, 1155. These are number 87s. That one there I can't read, but it's slightly different than the other ones. I think it's an 1156. These are like dome lights. They say T90. There's a whole slug of them. There's a whole slug of these. I don't see a number on them, but they're a pretty common bulb. There's a whole ton of these too. These are 1895s. That says 1816, I think. Let's see here. I can see the... Almost need a magnifying glass. Yeah, 1816 I think is what they are. But these bulbs here, there's 2 of them. And it doesn't really tell me anything on them. Maybe you can read that. I don't have a magnifying glass. It looks like it says GE, and then below it, it's yeah, it's something 14. It's not really that legible. But look at how it has 2 little terminals, and it's like a flashlight type bulb. Maybe a radio or something. Let's see, does that have a number? PR14 is what that states on it. This is just I think a flashlight. It says GPR4. Yeah, I can't read the number on that without a magnifying glass. There's one here that has like a little part of a socket on it. So who knows what those were used in. And dome light lamps. Yeah, I can't read the number on that. Something 11 something. Looks like something 11-4. I can't really. Maybe one of these other ones I can read. Looks like 21 211-2 maybe. I'm guessing it. So kind of what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So anyway, we got a bunch of bulbs, like I say, that kit. So anyway, there we go. We got a bunch of stuff from an estate sale, and like I say, hope you enjoy the photos of the cars I didn't buy. Somebody did buy the Barracuda, like I say, that was sold, but the Fury was still unsold. I think that their price point is just too high on the car for the work it needs. Anyway, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, definitely hit the like button. It certainly helps. And subscribe if you enjoy my channel. And thank you for watching my video.